Stream with yours truly, Adewale Boke Jr. How y'all doing, man? Tonight I just wanted to address what happened in Nigeria, man. It's a tough go when it's 170 people that died, and for a lot of people don't understand, the Nigerian government is, to say the least, probably the most useless entity that the universe has ever created. Their incompetence knows no bound. And to be frank, like this terrorism stuff that's going on in Nigeria is not an accident. A lot of these terrorists are sponsored by Nigerian politicians, which is even more sickening. So you got Nigerian politicians sponsoring Boko Haram to massacre and destroy people's lives. These people, you have to understand something about these people, man. They ain't got no honor. I'm Nigerian myself, and I remember when it came on the news that 170 people had died, I was like, this is even worse than the last time when something happened. Because I remember the last time something like this happened, it was in 2021. It was Christmas or something like that, and these dudes hit the places. And the sad part is that the government knew that these people were coming. 2 days prior to this, these people dressed up like preachers and went and massacred 170 Muslims. And here we are, we got the US government screaming, oh, they're killing Christians. They're not killing Christians, they're killing Muslims. The area that they're in, Kwara Strait, is predominantly Muslim. Where's your noise now? Why isn't that same damn preacher that was preaching in Nigeria, bitching about them killing Christians, where is he now preaching about killing them Muslims? Also, it's about religion. You see, this is the problem in Nigeria right here. Religion is a big damn problem in Nigeria. And tribalism is the other second bullshit that's a problem in Nigeria. You've got these cowardice people, especially the older generation. They cannot stop on their tribalism garbage. It's always some other tribe's fault when something happens. Oh, it's the Yorubas. Oh, it's the Igbos. Or it's the Hausas. No, you're all full of shit. We've had Jonathan Goodluck, Buhari, and now Tinubu. Tell me what's been the difference between all three. Terrorism is still going on. Boko Haram has grown even stronger since then because the people that are sponsoring them are in the government. You have people actually literally sponsoring terrorism, and you have Nigerians who have to fear for their life. It's already hard enough that we have economic things to deal with. Can't grow, no jobs, education. People are going to school, but they're going to school for nothing. And here you are, you have a useless President Tinubu who hasn't done shit in his office other than steal shit and play hero. You had missiles to send to Benin, fighter jets, but you can get your sorry cackers to Kwara State to go protect. These guys could have taken out the terrorists a long time ago, but they don't want to do that, no. Because they want to keep making money off of it. How dare you? I honestly think like this. You're not going to have a problem. You're not going to solve the problem in Nigeria till the actual people of Nigeria actually take up arms against the Nigerian government. That's what it's going to take for Nigerian politicians to do their job. They've always got excuses. They hide behind the military. And the sad part is the people that are in the military are citizens of Nigeria. Now imagine if the military just say, you know what, screw you. We're going to serve the people, right? What I would love to see is the Nigerian people, Nigerian military people, do the same thing they did in Burkina Faso. You need somebody to go in there and tell the Nigerian government, you guys are straight trash. You know, 107 people dying is quite devastating because I remember one story of hearing about one man who's 63 years old. He lost 12 family members. Yeah, nobody cares. I don't need you people to stay because some of y'all only want to show up when I want to talk about stupid shit. And then when I want to talk about real shit, you don't want to be here. I don't care. Don't stay. I'm done with that. I'm not wasting my time to entertain you. The massacre in Nigeria, 170 people is a lot of people, man. And one of the things that bothers me is that the Nigerian government, now they're saying, oh, we're going to send military shit. Like, let me see if I can find this thing on YouTube that I was watching the other day about this. Give me a second. Because one of the people that I follow a lot, he has a following. He has a let me see if I can find it. He has a following. I'm not trying to see this, man. He has a following on TikTok. He's one of the guys that I watch every day. on my YouTube, on my channel. Oh man, where's DJ Bikali? Oh, come on. Y'all give me a second. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to another awesome live stream. I'm talking about Nigeria, man, the bombing that happened. I'm Nigerian myself, so I feel compelled to talk about my country. I'm not gonna come here and talk about nonsense. I gotta find DJ Bikali, man. I really do. Dang, are you serious? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Let's see if I can find this. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to find y'all a video. There's this guy that I watch. Let's see if I can find it. Thank y'all for joining me. Welcome to another awesome live stream. Yep. Oh man, you got to be kidding me. Oh man. Hey, welcome to the chat. Oh, are you serious? I hate when it's not yeah, y'all, I'm talking about Nigeria today, man, and why how it is that we ended up here where there's 107 people dying and the Nigerian government's incompetency. I'm tired of people making excuses for the Nigerian, African politicians. African politicians are the most useless. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. This is what I want to show y'all.
The new Patriot power generator.
The most useless politician you can ever meet in your life. And I'm sure many people all over the world think their government is the most useless government. But no government is more useless than the one we have. I mean, you got to be kidding me. This
is Nigeria's 73-year-old president.
These presidents that we have in Nigeria, these politicians, they are straight doo-doo.
Beautiful city.
Now, what I'm going to show you all is a little skit. Is somebody who I listen to.
Kenya's capital.
I'm going to play y'all a song. And you know, the 170 people, and it's funny, and normally, when this kind of attack happens to Nigerians, especially in the northwest or northeast Nigeria, the government usually doesn't give a damn. The only reason why they're giving a damn now is because this stuff is now making it live throughout around all the world. The internet is showing the shame of Nigeria. And as a Nigerian myself, I'm sick of it's an embarrassment and a disgrace. I'm sick of people calling Nigeria the giant of Africa. It's not the giant of Africa. The giant of Africa is Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Nigerian government is a piece of shit. They're not doing shit for their people. I'm Nigerian. We serve ourselves. We feed ourselves. We clothe ourselves. We educate ourselves. We don't count on the government to do shit for us because they ain't gonna do shit for us. You've got a bunch of greedy individuals who think they're elitists. And they're black imperialists. I'm sick of people trying to dance around that. The problem always is let's blame white people. White people are intoxicating pieces of shit. But what are you doing to serve your own people? You're the one who's supposed to take over since 1960. What have you done? Nothing. You keep allowing the people of a country not to enjoy the fruits of that country. Oil, minerals, all these different things. And these politicians come in and out, and sell to our countries to the parts. And then you've got tribalism, you've got religion. And you've got people in the northwest, northeast, northwest getting slaughtered, and they're getting slaughtered because the government is so incompetent. Since 2009, the Nigerian government could have taken out Boko Haram. But the Boko Haram people work for the members in the Nigerian government. But nobody will say that because everybody's too busy trying to be clean, trying to be PC. Now we've got 100, but Tinubu now is going to try to do his job after we lost 170 people. That's 170 lives we'll never get back again. That's 170 kids. And this wasn't accidental either. It's not missed on me that these people killed the men and boys and captured the women and girls. What's that mean? They're gonna probably defile these women and put some of them into prostitution, into sex slaves, because they're trafficking human beings. So your politicians are paid for the traffication of human beings. And there's no recourse, there's no condemnation, what have we heard from the African Union? Mr. African Union, you useless bastards. The only time the African Union shows up is when there's a coup in another country. I, for one, want as many coups in Nigeria as I can get. I want the kind of coups that turn countries into countries like Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali. Now that's progress right there. If it takes a coup to turn if it takes a coup to turn countries into countries like Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, please do so. Let these politicians get blasted 100 million times. I for one would not mind seeing a politician's head get blown off, especially these useless politicians. These people are not human beings. They have no decency. They have no honor. They have no care for humanity. If they had care for humanity, 170 people wouldn't have died. And as a Nigerian, and the thing about Nigerians that gets on my nerves is this arrogance of, oh, we are the giant of Africa. You ain't the giant of shit. You got 250 million people for no fucking reason. The example of Africa, the giant of Africa is Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. What the fuck is Nigeria doing? All these other countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, they're all garbage, man. They ain't doing shit to better their country. I can't even give any. We've got 3 leaders in Africa. 3. Literally 3 leaders. And I remember Ibrahim Traore saying there's a black winter coming. You don't get stuff like that that's happening in Nigeria right now happening unless the crooked politicians in Nigeria themselves are the ones orchestrating the thing. They're the ones behind it. Attacking innocent villagers who are just living to make something of their own livelihood. A lot of the kids that were there would never see family again. A lot of them, the girls and mothers that were captured, they're going to be sold into sex slavery. Literally sold into sex slavery. Meanwhile, you're going to have a useless Nigerian government talking about we're going to put people there. Who are you going to put there? Where was your bombs? Where was your missiles? Where was any of that shit when you should have had it there? Why is that? I'm so tired of them hiding behind it's not colonialism. Now what we have is black imperialists in Africa. They want to be president for 40 years and not do shit. It's a train wreck, man. It's beyond. They just don't do their job. They messing around is not even a good enough word. They're fuck ups, man, and they're greedy. All they want to do is move minerals, steal money, and send it to Switzerland. So you're part of the problem. Yo, you're worse. You have, and while Africans are still dealing with this shit, we still have to deal with the crookedness of countries like France, Germany, the US, and all the other European countries that want to keep stealing. At what point are you going to actually grow a backbone? These 170 people that died shouldn't have died. And 170 is a small number because I promise you, more than 170 people died. Now, let me play y'all this video of a guy that I watch a lot. He's one of my favorites, Pan-Africanists, that I like watching pretty much every week. I don't miss. Let me play this for you. I need y'all to see this, man. Let me flip the camera around, y'all. Give me a second. I need y'all to see this guy. DJ Bakali's from Kenya. And then there's some useless Nigerians that are saying, well, you're from Kenya. You shouldn't be speaking about Nigeria. Shut the fuck up. As long as you're African, you can speak about anywhere the hell you need to speak about. I'm so sick of these dumb ass Africans that don't use their fucking brain. The only way we're going to fix Africa is for people to actually start calling out these useless leaders. I don't care where they're from. I don't give a damn. They need to be called out. Y'all give me a second. Let me play this guy for you. He's one of my favorites. He's definitely one of my favorites.
24, during the Democracy Day ceremony, he also stumbled and fell. He had to be held back to his feet. Bola Tinubu, Yoweri Museveni, Paul Biya, and a couple of other African presidents should listen to these words of Tanzania's founding president, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. He said, and I quote, "The world around us is changing with such rapidity. Fresh minds and new approaches are needed to deal with it if our interests are to be properly cared for." That's why Julius Nyerere was only 63 years old when he retired as the president of Tanzania on November 5th, 1985. Just as a reminder, Bola Tinubu is 73 years old. Now let's go to that other event that took place 1 week after Tinubu's Ankara fall. Just like the president, at least 270 Nigerians also fell down. They fell on Tuesday, 3rd February. But unlike the president, they never rose up again. They lost their lives to Boko Haram's brutal, heartless attack. This tragedy unfolded in these 2 villages. Woro village, and Nuku village. They are located in Kayama local government area of Kwara State, which is in the central western region of Nigeria. There is something that you should know about. Something that will make you question whether Bola Tinubu and his administration take the security of Nigerians seriously. This recent jihadist attack didn't just happen suddenly. These two villages, Oro and Nuku, are Muslim majority villages. The jihadists have long been preaching to locals here, urging them to adopt Sharia rule. For many months now, the jihadists have been sending warning letters and pamphlets to communities in these villages. So you would think that Tinubu's administration, which has one of the largest and most powerful armies in Africa, you would think that they would take these warnings seriously and protect citizens. They didn't do so. As the commander-in-chief, Bola Tinubu failed his people. Do you know what he did after the attack took place? After the jihadists had eliminated more than 170 people. Do you know what he did? Here's what he did. It's going to make you mad, angry.
Give me a second, y'all. Y'all, you see that man right there? And I'm going to play the rest of it. Give me a second to set out the camera situation. But what he's saying is these people, the disgrace of a country, like what, they knew these guys were coming. There were pamphlets and warnings saying, either you convert to the Islam that we want to see, or we're going to slaughter you. Sharia law is an Arab law. So these dumbass Nigerians think it's okay to practice some other Arab's religion. Why the hell do we give a fuck about what's going on in Arab lands? Why you practice somebody's religion? Sharia law. Do as we say, or everybody become Muslim or else. Who the hell are you? And you're slaughtering, and this useless preacher that was in Nigeria, when he was bitching about Nigerian Christians getting killed. Where are you now with the Nigerian Muslims getting killed? He's never anywhere to be seen. He hasn't been seen since then. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like he's a CIA stooge. But let me play the rest of this right here about DJ Bakali, man. Give me a second, y'all.
Let me read from his own words. Bola Tinubu said, and I quote, "Yesterday, I directed the immediate deployment of an army battalion to Kayama local government area of Kwara State, following the horrific attack on innocent villages in Woro. This new military command will spearhead Operation Savannah Shield to checkmate these barbaric terrorists and protect defenseless communities."
I want to know,
where was this Operation Savannah Shield 2 days ago?
when people were getting slaughtered like dogs, dishonorable piece of trash, man.
The way you see an idea in your mind and shape it into something that...
Out of my way.
Zalia, when innocent Nigerians were being massacred, where were these Nigerian soldiers 2 days earlier when these jihadists burned people alive in their houses? What will Bola Tinubu say to 60-year-old Mohammed Abdul Karim, a resident who has lost 12 family members? Will Operation Savannah Shield bring back his family members from the dead? No, it will not. Too little, too late. As always, in recent months, Tinubu's administration has spent $9 million to pay a right-wing lobbying firm to convince Donald Trump that even Muslims are dying, and that the government is serious in its fight against the jihadists. Is the Nigeria government's reputation more important than Nigerian citizens' protection? Will the American boots on the ground the American soldiers that Donald Trump has now dispatched into Nigeria, will they bring back 170 who have died? No, they will not. However, many Nigerians hope that American boots on the ground will achieve what Nigerian police and Nigerian army have been unable to do. For them, sovereignty means nothing if jihadists keep eliminating Nigerians every single month, every year. The Boko Haram insurgency gained momentum in Nigeria in December 2009. Since then, Boko Haram, together with other jihadists, have eliminated the lives of as many as 100,000 Nigerians. Bola Tinubu has failed Nigerians, just as Goodluck Jonathan failed Nigerians, just as Muhammadu Buhari failed Nigerians. In Africa, we should normalize demanding and enforcing the resignation of presidents who keep failing citizens. If a president cannot guarantee the same.
So you see, there's many Africans across the continent that are sick of this crap. We're all speaking in different ways, but we're all speaking the same thing. Our leaders are useless. And I can't even explain to you the frustration and the indignity that a lot of Africans are tired of dealing with. We have leaders who are corrupt. We have resources in our backyard, and yet we starve. They don't let us feed ourselves. And when we speak, they censor us, and not in a nice way either. You got governments using militaries to annihilate people, just like what that useless Samoa did in Kenya. Just like Ruto's useless ass just like Ruto's useless behind in Kenya. Just like Samoa in Tanzania. These people have no decency, man. And they're not gonna do the right thing. Now will they ever do the right thing anytime now, not anytime soon. You gotta understand, you know, it's unfortunate, but people aren't going to 107 people dying is nothing to them. They're not going to do their job, and I don't see the Nigerian government getting any better anytime soon. It's the kind of it's the kind of thing that you just sit. Even now, right now, I'm just more disgusted and more pissed off than anything else. Not having the words to be able to express myself because I'm just tired of this happening. And this is gonna happen again because they're not gonna do a good job. They're gonna do a shitty job. They're gonna keep doing what they do, which is nothing. They're gonna keep doing what they do, which is sponsor the terrorists. Yes, Nigerian government officials are sponsoring the damn terrorists. Boko Haram is a arm extension of the Nigerian government. They work for the damn Nigerian government. So you created a thing to work for Arabs so you can terrorize your own people. Tell me how stupid and incompetent that is right there. You know what I'm saying? It's unfathomable, man, but it's the world we live in. And 107 people are gone. They're not coming back. Their families that they've left behind are not going to ever see them again. They're never going to become what the best version of themselves, whatever that was going to be. They're never going to see the daylight again. They're never going to see the nighttime sky. They're never going to smell eba. They're never going to smell what it is to eat pepper soup. They're never going to see a lot of things ever again. Because the useless Nigerian government failed to do their job and protect the people. I think, I've said this repeatedly on many times, I'm going to keep saying it. We need a mental revolution in Africa. Not just a physical one, but a mental revolution. I'm talking about the kind of revolution that changes the way that people think with a party line bullshit. Fuck your party. The only reason you need to have patriotism in you. The only thing you need to matter is to you is the job getting done. Not tribalism, not partyism, not, oh, this person is from the same city. No, screw all that. You need to do the honorable thing, man. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I know what we do need to do. We need to make things better. So y'all, it's man, 170 people, man. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. I don't even know how I can explain it other than say it's a lot of people. But hopefully, with what happened, hopefully from this tragedy, the Nigerian government gets its shit together. Because we need the Nigerian government to get their shit together so we Nigerian citizens can stop dying. people can actually live to see live and do something with their lives and actually become something they want to become. You know, it's just an atrocity, man. But yeah, that's where we stand, man, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. That's my thoughts on that. I just want to keep it short and sweet. I think as I agree with DJ Bakali, Nigerian government is more concerned with how they look to the world than what they're actually doing. That's why they give $9 million to a lobbyist so it can make them look good to the U.S. government. That you're not doing shit. You're not defending the people. You're not even close to defending the people. You're just greedy, and you steal and you steal and you steal and you steal and you steal. You're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop stealing. They're too greedy not to stop stealing. You know what I mean? So that's our night, man. You know, it's unfortunate, but I'm not very optimistic. I'm not gonna say I'm not very optimistic. I'm not sure if I trust the Nigerian government to do the right thing. And I feel like this. There's a gentleman by the name of Jerry Rollins that came from Ghana. I think it's gonna take somebody to do what he did in Ghana to do it in Nigeria, to wipe out every useless politician. And I ain't talking about wipe out, I'm talking about take them out, take them to the firing squad and let them get shot to death. They are some useless human beings. You know what I mean? Useless, man. And every Nigerian should be so pissed off about this shit. But no, they won't do that. They're more concerned with tribalism. Oh, well, it's because they're Hausa. So because they're Hausa, they deserve to die? What the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? So you have to... I don't think I can say patience. We have to roll up our sleeves and make the change ourselves. And I'm going to say what I said in the beginning again. I believe it is time for the Nigerian citizens to take up arms against the Nigerian government. If you want them to change their behavior, you have to make them change. You know what I mean? So y'all, that's my night for tonight, man. And that's it. I'm just so dejected and disgusted by the fact that I got to talk about 170 Nigerians getting slaughtered. And that's not to even mention anything else that's going on in Africa. Like right now, Ghana over there with their stupidity, they got the nerve to let French troops come and train you. Can't you train your damn self to protect your gold? You can't go in there with your own army and fight your citizens that are rogue, that are stealing the gold, that are mining the gold without your permission. And they're probably mining the place without your permission because they're working with foreign entities, NGOs. I mean, it's just, man, oh my God. Or Kenya's bitch ass, or Tanzania with the useless leaders that you have there. It just never ends, man. It just never ends. So, y'all, that's my night for tonight, man. And there's two things I always say. One, there's no success in skipping steps. The back of the line is just as important. The front of the line, be determined, not desperate. And then the second one, your dreams can be delivered, but never be extinguished. So, which you talk about the universe delivers the right hand. Sorry, y'all. Be determined, not desperate. I mean, I'm just frustrated, man. I'm disgusted with it. But hey, it is what it is. So, y'all, as always, continue to aspire and achieve. And as DJ Bakali says, and I love when he says this, Africa is my place and it's also my superpower. Peace and good night. Oh, and most importantly, may the souls of those 170 plus people that we know lost their lives rest in peace. Because the damn sure Nigerian government, the least you could do, you bastard governments, is give people safety, peace, so that people can feel at least this tragedy won't happen again. Blessings. Have a good night.